Hateful comments on my content have made me a better father, better husband, and a better person. When I first started making content, I used to get really bothered by all the criticism. When you post your family online, people critique everything. They'll be critical of the way I talk to my kids. Maybe I'm not watching out for their safety enough, or maybe I'm not present enough. I'm just filming, or maybe I'm not listening enough to my wife. Everything is criticized, and it's every single day. I will say it's typically non-followers that are the most critical, but not always. Some fans, let's say, as they call them in China, criticize me constructively, which is quite nice. Some people are just hateful. I don't know whether they're kind of projecting their own issues onto my life. Sometimes they are just pointing out something I've done wrong. Some comments would live like rent-free in my head, for like a long time. But now the way I look at it is taken on board, so if someone says like, dude, your son was trying to like talk to you then and you were just so focused on filming, I'll watch it back. It'll make me really uncomfortable, but I won't do it again, Someone commented before saying your wife was trying to talk to you then, you just didn't listen, So I watched the video back and they were right, and I'm so careful now not to do that anymore. It's all kinds of stuff like this every single day. I was walking with my son on the pavement the other day and he was on the road side of me. I was trying to look out for my dog more than anything. That doesn't make it right, and I'll never do that again, So these kind of hate comments, let's call them, especially when they're from non-followers, I've mentioned that before, I take them on board now, guys. I try to let it make me a better person, a better father, better husband, better everything. And the way I see it now is short-term pain, long-term gain, and this is something I've learned from being in China. China is a country which is very patient and waits for the right moment and is willing to endure short periods of pain to ultimately benefit in the end. I'm wondering what you guys think. Do you think you'd be able to handle the constant criticism? My wife gets really upset about it. Sometimes she can't read the comments, but for me, it's like I have kind of developed a really thick skin to it now. I certainly would never let my kids read the comments. Would you put your life online? Do you think it would make you a better person? Really has benefited me overall. And to all of you that give me the really nice, super kind messages regularly, thank you so much for that, because that really is a confidence booster, and it just offsets the hate. Even though I am learning from the hate, it is nice to receive the lovely comments as well. So you take care, okay guys? Peace.